Hello everyone, welcome back. So what are we going to discuss today? So we are going to discuss about lambda functions. So what is lambda? And before going into the lambda function, just try to understand what is function and what is lambda functions. Okay, we all know how the functions looks like. Functions is have a definition and it has the implementations. Like it has a syntax, a define function name, and inside the function name we will return some business logic. That is how the function looks like. Then what is lambda function? Lambda function we can simply call them as a anonymous functions. So you can either call as a lambda function or you can simply specify them as an anonymous function as well. Okay, so what is the main usage of lambda function? When we have a function, why do we need to go for lambda functions? Okay, so basically a lambda function is a small function contain a single expressions, and it is mostly used to perform a specific task, and it contain only that single expressions. And as I said earlier, lambda functions can act as a anonymous functions. Okay, in that you don't need to name the function. For example, in a normal scenario, if you're writing a method called define add and it has some parameter on it and you're returning something here, return something. So this is how a normal function looks like. But when you go for the lambda functions, you don't need to provide this naming and all. So let's see how we are going to write a lambda function. Before that, in what are the important things which you need to know about lambda functions? Okay, this is especially useful for passing a function into an argument of another function. You don't need to declare the function anywhere else using the define def syntax and pass it on. Okay, instead you can declare a lambda function right in the argument itself. For example, if I have an argument like a variable called x, and here I have some kind of arguments like a comma b comma c, and here you can simply provide the expression, or you can simply specify single expression. Okay, and where it is mostly used, even though if you're creating lambda functions, those lambda functions specifically mostly useful for using with the map and filter and reduce functions. Let's discuss about what is filter and how we are going to use the lambda with the map, filter and reduce in the later. Okay, here I'm going to tell you how the lambda functions looks like and how we need to create one simple lambda function. Okay, before that you need to know the syntax first. So what is the syntax? Okay, so you need to have a variable and here lambda, and that is a keyword which you need to provide to specifically tell them this is the lambda anonymous block and my arguments a comma b, and as I said, a single expression like a plus b. So this acts, for example, if you have a is equal 10 and b is equal 10, this x will return 20, and there is no function here. Okay, so let's start. I'm going to write a simple program here. First thing, let's create a simple method which will return which will perform an addition operation. Okay, define add, and it has a comma b two values, and I'm going to return something here like a plus b. and I call this method here print add and two parameters 10, 20. Save it. So we all know that 10 plus 20 is 30. So the outcome we are expecting is 30. Just right click and run this Python file and you can see 30 here. Okay, so it looks familiar, right? Okay, now we need to write another lambda function which will perform the same operation. So as I said earlier, variable name and the lambda keyword and the arguments a, b and the single expression. So here I can say a plus b. So just see you don't have any function name over there. I have a variable and it has some lambda function in it and it will perform some operations. So let me print that. Print I'm going to call the x and it will accept two parameters which is nothing but a, b 10, 20. So let's run this. Run. See now the first outcome from the normal method, the second function, the second data is written from the lambda anonymous block. Okay, this is a simple thing. Just try with some different kind of method declarations like passing two parameters, three parameters, and try with some other combinations. So once you hands-on experience with this lambda function, it will be easier to go with the complex stuff. Okay, so in the next video what we are going to discuss is we are going to try the similar kind of program, but we are going to concentrate on the how we are going to use this lambda against the filter and the map and some other method called reduce. Let's meet each other in the next video. Hello everyone, welcome back. So in this video we are going to discuss about something called map, which is similar to filter. If you take a look at the filter syntax, the keyword filter and the arguments, a function and a sequence of value. Okay, so what happened in the filter? The sequence of data which will applied for each and every element of the function, and it will return true or false. So that is what happening when you do the filter. But the same scenario, if you're going for a map, let's talk about map. So what map exactly is doing? Map function returns a list of results after applying the given function to each and every item of a given sequence of data. Okay, for example, if I have a function which will multiply the number with 2, so the same logic will apply to the all the numbers available in the sequence. Okay, let me give you the simple first of all syntax. So this is a syntax for map. Map and the first parameter function and a sequence. This function will apply for each and every element in the sequence. Okay, let's start with the map and then we'll move on to how we are going to use the map inside the lambda function. Okay, so what we are going to do, so okay, let's do the um, multiply. Okay, let's doubling the number. I have a range of number, so in the function what I'm going to do is whatever input is coming to the method, I'm going to addition to the same number. For example, addition, and I have a number here, so and return num plus num. Okay, so if 10 is comes as an input in this method, it will return 20, 10 plus 10. It is nothing but doubling the number. Okay, so let's have a sequence of data. We have a function ready, which is nothing but the first parameter. Let's have a sequence numbers. So I'm going to have a sequence of number range from 1 to 10. So 1 is the beginning point and 10 is the end value. Okay, this number contains 1 to 9. Okay, or else, okay, 1 to 9 is fine. So what exactly is happening is when you use a map, let's try that result. Result equal and the keyword map, and what is the first parameter, which is nothing but the method name, and second, what is the sequence of data numbers. Okay, let's call it as a numbers. Okay, so what will happen here? So it will iterate each and every data from 1 to 10. So first 1 will comes to the method and it will come, the input is 1 and 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So the first result is 2 and the second number comes into the place. Second is 2. So 2 will come to this method and 2 plus 2 4. The similar way, if 10 is comes to this place, 10 plus 10 is equal to 20. So if you have a 10 numbers in this particular variable, everything will be applied with the same method. I mean same logic. Let's print the data. Print, and I'm going to return the data as a list of result. Save it. So make sure everything is correct. I have a method which is ready to return the data, and I have a range of data, I mean range of input values, and I use the map function which will take the a function as a first parameter and second as a sequence of data. Let's run this. See, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. See, look at the result. Our input is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 9. Since I am putting endpoint is 10, it's taking up to 10. So up to 9. So 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, and 3 plus 3, 6, 4 plus 4, 8, and 5 plus 5, 10. So the same logic applies to all the numbers. Okay. If you're not clear, if you're confused about this range, you can simply do like this. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this is again the same kind of data. So let's save it and run this. See, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, and 20. So the result is 1 plus 1, 2, 2 plus 2, 4, 3 plus 3, 6, 4 plus 4, 8. So this is the method which will process each and every elements. Okay, so looks good, right? Okay, let's see how we are going to apply the same logic into a lambda function. Okay, let's have a result1 as a variable name, and I'm going to use a map. Inside the map, we are going to use a lambda function, and first the variable name x and the expression x plus x, and comma, what is the sequence of data numbers. Now let's print the result1. Save it. So the same logic returned in just 2 lines of code. So map is my method and lambda x, this is my function, and this is my sequence of data. So let's see whether it will return the same response. For differentiate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some line difference here. Okay, let's clear the console. Okay, so now I'm going to run this. See, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, the same data, the same outcome actually, but the way how we are doing, that is different. The first time we write a method and we have a sequence of data, and then we processed it with the help of simple map function. And again the second, we are simply again using the same method, but inside the method we are using lambda functions instead of normal function. Okay, just as I said in the earlier video, just try with a different kind of sequence, so you'll get to know the things better. Okay, in the next video we are going to discuss something about called reduce function. Okay, Let's meet each other in the next video. Thank you.
I'm an icon, man. I'm a girl about a 10. I should fuck her in the Benz.